Overcurrent installation may not be code compliant for the following reasons. Firstly, breaker ampacity. The 225 amps breaker may not have sufficient capacity to handle the continuous load of the chargers. National Electrical Code Table 430.22c requires a breaker to be rated for the maximum continuous current the circuit will carry. Secondly, overcurrent protection for chargers. Individual disconnects may not provide adequate overcurrent protection for the chargers. National Electrical Code Section 430.20 requires each charger to be protected by an overcurrent protective device. To determine how many chargers you can add, you need to assess the following. Firstly, actual load. Measure the actual current draw of the existing chargers under typical operating conditions using a clamp meter. Multiply the current draw by the number of chargers you intend to add. Secondly, breaker capacity. Determine the ampacity of the 225 amps breaker. Calculate the total continuous load of the existing and proposed chargers. Ensure that the total load does not exceed the breaker ampacity. Thirdly, overcurrent protection. Verify that the individual disconnects or other overcurrent protection devices have sufficient capacity to protect the proposed chargers. Consider installing a new overcurrent protective device if necessary. Fourthly, circuit protection. Ensure that the bus bar has adequate circuit protection to handle the increased load. This may require installing a larger breaker or adding a separate circuit for the proposed chargers. Here is an example calculation. Let's say the existing 23 chargers draw a total of 200 amps. Proposed additional chargers are 5. Current draw of proposed chargers is 50 amps. Total load is 200 amps plus 50 amps equaling 250 amps. Breaker ampacity is 225 amps. In this example, the total load of 250 amps exceeds the breaker ampacity of 225 amps. Therefore, you cannot add any additional chargers to the installation without upgrading the breaker or installing a separate circuit. It is strongly recommended to consult an electrician or electrical engineer for a thorough evaluation of the electrical system to ensure code compliance and safe operation.